morning. One crack news. What's cracking? Been a lot of crazy stuff going on, bro. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Let's talk about it. People who allow other people to trick them out of their position, out of their spots, everything. In life, in society, in everything that you do, you don't want to fall victim. You don't want to be caught in a situation. You don't want to be caught in a situation that is not ideal for you. Or, oh my God, this is going to be none but problems. This train is crazy up here. Or something that not just inconveniences you, but when you're at a crossroads in life, sometimes you have to take what's called the leap of faith. It's going to happen at some point in your life where you're going to have to let go of the safety net and you're going to have to make a decision that is going to affect the rest of your life. As crazy as that may sound. All right, finally. Now, it has been, I don't know how many years since there's been a big titanic shift into the tech world where this new advancements have come in and it's just catapulted us to a whole new spectrum. Now, the way I see it is different. The way I see it is I have prime examples of people being tricked out of positions. This person was working on a YouTube channel, was doing good, they to get some revenue going. But I'm saying and I had to basically give them, tutelage to say, stop thinking of it as revenue. If you start thinking of it as revenue, it becomes a job or something you just gotta make money with. You affect the actual content. If you're just doing it for money, then your credibility is not gonna be there. You gotta have a passion for doing it. You have to believe in what you're saying. People gotta want to follow you and want to hear from you again. So you have to give them a reason to listen to you. I can't do the work for you. You got to do it for yourself. I could just give you advice and help you out, but I can't do it. I can't be your muse to keep going. You got to have it in you to do it. Don't do it because I'm saying, hey, why you ain't doing it? That's not going to work. You got to want to do this. But, you got a boyfriend who seems to want to hold her back. Her boyfriend doesn't want her to be having anything going on that he considers bigger than him. So whenever she has some ideas or something, he shoots it down. And I'm like, why would he have a problem with something that would make him, make his wife happy? It's not hurting anything for him because you're doing all of this while he's at work. And that's it. It's like, what has he got a reason to be upset about? He didn't have a reason to be upset. He wanted to be upset. So there's a major difference from he wanted to be upset because he doesn't want her to be successful. He want her to be doubtful, and keeping her low gives him control. So he feels empowered by keeping his woman subdued down, which I don't even understand how that even makes. I don't even understand that philosophy, because if my wife is weak, that makes me weak. I can't have a weak wife. That means my wife is an extension of me. She represents me when she step outside. It's my wife. So if my wife was to go out there like that, it's no way. It wouldn't even make any sense. You feel me? Wouldn't make any sense in the world for me to allow that to stand, for my wife to be weak. I would have to make her stronger, help her become stronger, so that we would be strong. That's what I couldn't even, no, there's no way. So I didn't understand that philosophy. So I told it to her, like, I don't know, but it's your decision to make, not mine. I can't talk to your husband and tell your husband what's what. I'm not gonna do that. That's up to you. You can express to him how you want. You gotta make that stand. I can't stand for you. That's your husband. Or, well, boyfriend. That wasn't even her husband. That was her boyfriend. So, once again, she listens to him and follows him. And now, she had to sell almost everything she had. He stopped paying rent because he got laid off. He got another job, but he had gotten laid off. He got another job. He's paying rent now. Again, as he just started back. And they talking about breaking up. And then she's talking about, I'm going to start my YouTube thing again, like, next year. I might move from here and go to a cheaper place. I'm like, all right, well, good luck to you, because I'm out. I'm like, I don't have the time and luxury to coach every single body or sit there and hold their hand through this.
Prepare to turn left.
I did this because you're a friend of ours, so that's why we went ahead and did it. Other than that,
in 800 feet at the traffic light,
I wouldn't have gotten involved.
Left onto IL-64.
But nobody really understood
now
where we were coming from when we were speaking all those times. They never really understood, like, our purpose, our meaning. Now they understand me. No, I'm exhausted as hell, Jackson. So, another story. Girl, complete Jesus freak. You know, I mean, like, her family is super religious. She has a great chance in sales. But she is, like, riddled with belief of, she's like, oh my God, I gotta, you know, it's Jesus, and he's looking at me, and I gotta make these decisions right. She's got 2 kids, and she got one kid with this black guy that she broke up with. Yeah, he was just hitting it. She used to work with him. He was hitting it, and then they broke up, and he left her. And everybody was like, oh my gosh, this is all because all because of your breakup with this guy, and you went off the path of God, and they start reading scripture to her. Her parents was nuts. They believed in holy water. And they were all, yeah, they was like nuts, man. They were doing all kind of crazy stuff. And the Jesus freak girl had a way out. And I tried to help her in the sales. I said, look, whatever you do, because somebody tried to trick her because she's new. They was like, dude, you can almost do this. Have her get you the sale. You buy the sale from her, because it's just going to go to waste. You buy the sale from her, then you going to hit your quota, reach your benchmark, then you got enough to get your bonus. Then you can just pay her the little bit of money for the sale. And then she ended up having like 2-3 sales. And then she was missing her quota because she had sold her sales away. And I was like, see, you gave those sales away. If you'd have stuck to your guns, you would have gotten those sales. I told you, get it time. You have inside sales. They could work out whatever didn't get sold. They can go back and try to close it.
Prepare
So
to turn
you would have got
right.
more money, from the sale because you were the one who initiated it. So you would have got your cut. But now
In 600
you
feet
took the
at the
short
traffic
route.
light, turn right onto
And I said,
Maxwell
well,
Avenue.
you're making a mistake because you're over
Now
here,
turn
and
right.
you're making a mistake because you're choosing to go down a route of a shortcut. If you keep taking these shortcuts, it ain't gonna be Jesus that catch you. And sure enough, she was listening to me, getting herself back on track. Everything's going good. She's coming back into reality. But her first baby daddy, oh, he didn't like me. He was, I don't like this. You and this guy right here together, don't like it. I don't trust it. I don't believe in it. So he started telling her, you're going to go to hell. You've already messed up once. So I don't like this new thing or this sales thing you're doing. I don't like it. And I think it's terrible for you. And these guys are all going to take
Prepare to
advantage of you.
turn left.
And right away,
In
what
600
she
feet
decided
at the
to do,
stop sign, turn left onto Division Street.
what she decided to do was something entirely different. She
Now
decided
turn left.
she wasn't going to listen to him. She blocked him out. She was doing really good. And then he went to the parents and decided, you know what? I'm going to marry your daughter and join your church. Oh, they got so excited. He's finna join the church and become a member, and he's asking
Please
for your
follow the
hand in
road
marriage.
for 2
So the
miles.
parents was all excited and was pushing for this girl to get married to this guy. This is God. He's saving you. This is the guy you should have been with. They believed it. She believed them. And she said, okay, I will give you the chance. Let's get married. So they got married. He joined their church. So she thought this was the way to go. I wasn't joining that crazy church. But I was never asked. But I wasn't joining that nutcase of a church. And while they're in there, like doing what they do, of course, everything goes downwards. He gets her pregnant again. So she has her 3rd child. Now, he don't want to go to church all the time. Now he's back living, doing the same things that made her not want to be with him in the first place. Mm-hmm. Now, oh, true that. He took he took everything about what she was saying and what she was doing. He took all of it, flushed it all down, made her feel insignificant and weak all over again. Same thing she got away from him the first time. But now she's married and she's stuck with it. And she talked to me and she was so ashamed. That was the last conversation we had. Yeah, it was sad because she always wanted to be married, you know. Once he knew that and he played that angle and did that move to trap her in a marriage, and she was just stuck, and now she feels like if she gets divorced, she's going to hell, and God don't believe in divorce. That's what the church believes. So now she's stuck in a loveless marriage. I don't know why they keep trying to knock me off for. That's why you can't let people get in your way. Another story. Two best friends, homeboys, came into the internet game, ready to get it in. They got their nice little internet business going. Everything's going great. And then I said, okay, well, this is cool. I'll hire y'all to do this and that. And you guys can do the graphic things for the boxing site. No problem. Y'all gonna do banners. Y'all do all of these different templates. They do job applications. Resumes. They were great. They had a whole online business network going. But they wanted some help. They wanted some help getting clients and client base. So they wanted to use some of my client base, people that I knew who could vouch for their work and all of these things. And I was like, okay, I could recommend your work to a couple of people. I had them do a resume for my sister, everything. Then they decided to do something that goes against their whole thing. And I said, hey, let me introduce you to such and such. And the guy was like, I don't trust him. His partner, nah, I don't trust dude, man. He probably want to take the money. I didn't charge them nothing. I ain't charged him anything. His other friend could not genuinely believe that somebody was being nice and actually really helping him. And said, all right, I didn't charge them or say, this is what I want from you. You owe me this or nothing. I'm just like, well, if those people want to use your service, they the one going to be paying you, not me. Knock yourself out. So I didn't want anything from the business. This guy couldn't trust that, so he was like, nah, just tell him yeah, and then we'll go in another way. I think something's wrong with that. Based off what? it was based off just his feeling, and so he didn't want to go into that whole field, which would have had him in line with about, I don't know, about 3,000, 4,000 college students right off the bat. But okay, he didn't want to go that route. They had another route. We're just gonna go on Facebook. Wow. Okay. Facebook. All right. Good luck. So they go on Facebook, spend all that money, get to Facebook, and all hell breaks loose.
In 500 feet,
So
you will reach
everybody
your
got
destination.
really
The
pissed.
destination is on the left.
Everybody was pissed. I mean, super pissed. They lost so much money. The business went under. They hired some girl to do the work with them who was sleeping with one of them. She stopped sleeping with one of them, and then they started to try to trash her. And
You have reached
this
your
has
destination.
become,
The destination is on the left.
this had become such a problem for everybody else that's involved that they were hurt. Like everybody was hurt by it. You know what I'm saying? So they was like, man, this business of ours is crazy. I was like, yeah, the business is kind of crazy. No doubt. Yeah, people don't believe in grind. They want something to hit right away, or they just lose faith and they just give up. Because they never knew how to work for anything. Something was normally given to them. Or they just manipulate other people to get it for them. I never moved like that. I'm like, that's how I got to 5,000 quick. When YouTube used to have Messenger, which I don't know why they got rid of that, I used to message everybody. Tell them, hey, come join my page. I personally sent emails. I didn't copy paste nothing. I wrote everybody individually and singled them out to make them feel like, hey, they got a whole different message. Hey, let them know it was real. You know it.
Man, shit, man.
Yeah, I know though. Well, the offensive line ain't. That's what went down. Oh man.
Hey, man, I want to share